back-to-back 20-plus or 18 and 28-point losses, as the Colonels start off with a bucket right away by Tess Lindbergh, and Mitchell coming up in a 1-2-2 zone press as Giblin would bring it up and swing it over to Martinez. Martinez back over to Giblin, and they're going to get Roosevelt on a 10-second violation. And Mitchell with a fast start right away, 40 seconds into the game, up 2 with the ball.
I've noticed when I watch these girls, every time there's a pressuring team that presses, they kind of struggle with it on offense, and hopefully it's not going to be like this all night.
As Morgan drives it all the way in the lane and is fouled by Talia Hayes, that's going to be her first, team first. And Peyton Morgan will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And Mitchell already out to a fast start. Roosevelt will get Pierre at home Thursday, January 24th. So come in and tune for that game at the same page as Roosevelt's another winnable game against only 1-win Pierre, which came, I believe, against the Spearfish or Douglas, don't remember who. Morgan hit the first free throw, second one is also good, and it was 4-0, and Mitchell will get right back into that press as Hayes inbounds it to Giblin. And Giblin dribbles out the sideline, press is coming right behind her, or trap is coming right behind her, dribbles to the baseline and is tapped out of bounds. That's okay if you're Roosevelt, and now you'll just take the ball and bounce and actually set up an offensive play for the first time tonight. Giblin will turn the ball.
Playing very aggressive so far on defense, and it's really paying off so far.
As Giblin will just throw it to the outlet girl, Nielsen. Nielsen dribble drives up middle, all the way to the rack, left-handed up, no good. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws for a chance to put Roosevelt on the board in this game. And Roosevelt's just got to hang around for a while. Don't get down early. You just got to stay in this game for a while and then eventually make some runs towards the end. Nielsen's first free throw is good, and Roosevelt's on the board just over a minute into the game. As Roosevelt just haven't been able to find an answer. At home, they've hunted a few games. Kind of let one slip against Lincoln. That was the game for a while, but they let it become a blowout by turning the ball over, not making a ton of free throws. As Morgan will bring it up and swing it over to Craney. Craney back over as she gets the screen from Miller. Craney shot it no good, rebounded by Hayes, and it'll be a reaching foul on Morgan. That's going to be her first, team second. And Nielsen had missed that second free throw if I didn't announce that, and it is still 4-1. 6:35, Roosevelt with the ball back, though Giblin will bring it up. And a couple games ago, or that was boys basketball, they got down 13-2 to Harrisburg. That looked like it could be ugly, but they ended that half on a big run. That's what Roosevelt kind of needs to do. Got off to a slow start. Ambrose traveled, trying to pick it back out. Mitchell will stay with Mitchell will gain the ball. Roosevelt with only 3 home games left this season. They got the game against Pierre, and then they got almost a month on the road. Well, they got a game at the Sioux Falls Pentagon, which is almost a home game. And then they got...
Yeah, so far the Colonels picking apart this Roosevelt defense very well. Being patient, smart passes, they're making points.
Ambrose was wide open, but Miller, with good defense to get back, gets the stop without fouling. Ambrose gets the offensive rebound, though, and kicks it back out to Giblin. Giblin off the screen from Taraya Ambrose. Giblin all the way in. Kicks it out to Nielsen. Corner 3, no good. And it is rebounded by Lindbergh. As a good hustle play to box out Martinez. Nielsen pokes in and gets the steal, and she'll bring it up as it's 7-1 Mitchell. As Nielsen comes off the screen from Ambrose, Martinez almost lost it. Martinez gives a post touchdown to Ambrose. Ambrose walked again. It's her second time traveling. And Mitchell will get the ball right back, up 7-1. No subs in yet, 2.5 minutes into the game. Roosevelt down 7-1. Need to get something going. It's still no field goals made as Mitchell beats the press, gets over Lindbergh on the right wing, no good, but it is rebounded by Mitchell to Morgan. Morgan back over to Lindbergh. Lindbergh gives it back over to Craney. Craney back over to the left to Factor. Factor down there, Miller puts it up no good. But it's tipped away by the Riders. And it'll still be Mitchell ball. with 26 seconds left to shoot on the shot clock. And Roosevelt at this point, they have a few seniors, but have a couple talented freshmen. The younger teams are also getting some wins, so this Roosevelt team could get some more wins later. And their goal right now is just got to be make the play-in game or the first round game, and not be a 16 seed and play like a Brandon Valley right away. Maybe make a 14-13 seed. Get to play a little easier team that you have a decent chance at, or you have a better chance at knocking off, I should say. As a missed shot as Hayes gets the rebound, gives it to Giblin, back to Hayes. Hayes turns it over, and Factor running the other way. Factor lays it up no good, and rebound by Morgan, no good, gets it to Sharif. Sharif outlets it to Hayes. Hayes all the way in, layup up and in, and Hayes scores her first 2 points of the game. As Hayes really is that girl that drives into contact, tries to reach fouls, but Mackenzie Miller has done a great job staying up on defense. As Hayes gets the steal, just over Reasoness, and Reasoness traveled. And Roosevelt, their third traveling turnover of the game already. And so down 7-3, like right there, that could have been 2 points right there. It could be 7-5.
Yeah, if you notice, very fast passes by Roosevelt there, and great rebounds. And that, I think, is what they're going to have to do all night. And three-point attempt there. And
Crane was wide open there. She couldn't get it to fall, and Roosevelt just let that go out of bounds. So it's been iffy start for Roosevelt. Okay start from Mitchell. As Mitchell's still in that 1-2-2 press. Although you look at it right now, though, nobody's deep. Now they're starting to sink back, but at the start of the press, two girls were not, or no girls were even past half court. As Nielsen swings it back over to Hayes, over to Giblin. Giblin off the screen from Sharif. Giblin drives all the way in, puts it up and in, and Giblin scores her first 2 points of the game. Giblin's been quiet on the scoreboard, but she can handle the ball and play some all-right defense. Don't have to be a scorer to be a good basketball player. As subs have checked in for both teams, Selma Sharif has checked into the game. Mackenzie Reasoness has checked into the game. Kayla Martinez has chipped out. As it's a corner three by Morgan, no good. Rebounded by Reasoness. Reasoness lets it to Giblin. Giblin tries to split it, almost gets it taken away. Gives it over to Hayes, back to Nielsen. Nielsen drives baseline, and she's going to be bumped by. Let's see, we're going to get. Looks like they're going to get Jordan Craney for her first foul, the team's third. Kayla Martinez checks back into the game for Hattie Giblin. And Mackenzie Reasoness will check into the game. Jordan Craney checks out of the game, and Cameron Krogman checks in. Hayes hands it off to Reasoness. Reasoness down low to Nielsen, and Nielsen let it go right through her hands. We've seen a lot of turnovers already for Roosevelt. That's already 5 turnovers, I believe, on the Riders. At least 4. I'm pretty sure 5. As Mandy Schmidt will bring it up, coming off the screen from Miller, and she'll pull it out and start the offense up. She tosses it up to Miller. Miller, good backdoor cut by Lindbergh, and Lindbergh has 4 to lead the Colonels already, as it's 9-5. Martinez pushes it up the floor to Reasoness, gives it back to Martinez. Martinez off the screen from Sharif. Martinez pulls up for 3, no good. And it is rebounded by the Colonels and Mandy Schmidt. Mandy Schmidt passes up the floor to Haley, or to Peyton Morgan, excuse me. And Morgan on the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul is going to be on Kayla Martinez, her first team second. And Morgan will go around to shoot 2 free throws. Both teams being aggressive, taking it to the rack. And David Maxwell uses timeout. As I was saying, both teams have been aggressive, taking it to the rack. Both teams have done a decent job, though, staying straight up, not fouling, getting into early foul trouble. As with 2:38 left to go in the first quarter, it is Mitchell 9, Roosevelt 5. You'll be back in about 20 seconds. You're watching Sioux Falls Roosevelt and Mitchell on the Sioux Falls Roosevelt High School YouTube channel. Welcome back to Roosevelt High School in this presentation of high school girls basketball. With 2:38 left to go in the first quarter, Roosevelt trailing by 4 to the Colonels. Mitchell coming in at the record of 5-4 at a game postponed on Friday due to the snow and wind. They'll renew that game sometime. First free throw by Morgan is no good. And Watertown is 0-10. Roosevelt plays at Watertown later. Definitely a game Roosevelt could win. They could beat Pier 2, who's 1-8 right now. Second free throw by Morgan is good, and Mitchell has doubled up Roosevelt as Ambrose checked into the game for Sharif. As Mitchell's still in that 1-2-1 press, Roosevelt breaks it pretty easily. Nielsen will bring it up the floor. Nielsen drives middle, gives it to Ambrose. Ambrose double dribbled. Or they're going to give it for another travel. That's Ambrose's third travel alone. Turnover number 6 for Roosevelt. They're on pace to have about almost 30 in this game if they keep going at this rapid rate.